Back to the drawing board for dozens of school districts after town meeting day voters gave them a failing grade. Good evening, I'm Kat Villianzoni.
And I'm Darren Perrin. Faced with budgets that would send property taxes soaring, voters shot down 29 school budgets around the state. Now districts are beginning the process of cutting costs before going back to the voters.
Channel 3 political reporter Calvin Cutler joins us live now from Montpelier, where that district's $32 million budget is among those that did not get a passing grade. Calvin, what's next for them?
Yeah, good evening, Kat and Darren. That's the answer that the Montpelier-Roxbury School Board will be searching for at a special meeting here tonight. And they say that it could involve painful cuts. Town meeting day voters in the Montpelier-Roxbury School District generally say yes to their school budget.
I honestly had no idea how this town meeting would go.
But not this year. Voters shot down the plan, which would have raised property taxes about 23%. Superintendent Libby Bonesteel says they're scrambling to come up with a new budget and that they'd need to cut $2.5 million just to get the tax rate hike under 10%.
We're talking about programming, and we're talking about supports for students. We're talking about entire school buildings like that. That's what 2.5 million equates to, is entire school buildings that are the center of their communities.
With what schools are being asked to do and the environment in which they're doing it, costs are mounting.
Officials say school budgets are rising because schools have become human service hubs, adding positions to deal with student behavior and mental health, previously funded by COVID cash. More cost drivers included deferred building maintenance and soaring teacher healthcare costs. Add in changes to the education funding system this year, and some districts face double-digit property tax increases.
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed.
The widespread budget failures may be an inflection point for how we fund education, and districts say they need state lawmakers to step in.
It took us a couple hundred years to get here. We're not going to get out of it in a couple of months.
Lawmakers say they're looking at steps to help local schools, like restarting a school construction program and allowing districts to team up and pay for services together, winding down the PCB testing program, and taking a second look at school consolidation. They may also look at adding other tax revenues to the Ed Fund to ease the burden on property taxes. But a complete overhaul of the funding system isn't likely this year.
Short of draconian cuts or some new magic revenue stream, it's going to take a few years to figure out what sort of system Vermonters want and what sort of system Vermonters can afford.
School spending struggles are a long simmering discussion at the State House. Education spending has skyrocketed, even as enrollment is down. Francis, with the Superintendents Association, says it will require honest collaboration on the state and local level. Otherwise,
it's going to be challenging for the state of Vermont to declare that it is a welcoming place for families, and particularly new families who we want to attract to the state.
Now, back here in Montpelier, the school board will meet here at the high school in about 30 minutes, where they'll continue discussions of what can be cut in the budget and when they'll potentially schedule a revote on the school budget as well. For now, reporting live in Montpelier, Calvin Cutler, Channel 3 News.
Calvin, thank you.